In today's episode of the Pathfinder Presents podcast, I have actually got two interesting guests here with me today. I'm with Fran Hayes. She's here together with Vannesa Bratton from over the team at KMJ Web Design. And we want to really, talk about KMJ today a little bit. Actually, on the website, it says the 20th anniversary they had not too long ago. And then we want to really, figure out what KMJ is all about and essentially how they serve organizations with website design, development, mobile app planning, and multi-channel marketing. So, Vannesa, Fran, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having us.
Of course. So, guys, maybe give me a quick overview. Like, what's KMJ all about in your own words?
Well, KMJ, we are, as you stated, a web design and development company. Recently, we have gone through some rebranding and redone our color schemes. We have a pretty awesome mascot named Website Carl, and we dropped the web design from our name and we just go by KMJ now because we do way more than just websites. We build mobile applications, we do websites, and we also have a marketing first mindset when it comes to these channels, because even though these are a lot of people use websites as just an informational tool, this is a channel you can leverage for marketing, and as well as our digital strategies and traditional strategies. We are just all about connecting our business to communities and getting those connected to their communities.
Very cool. So maybe tell me a little bit about sort of, what types of organizations would you typically work with? Like, who is an organization? Is there a certain size, certain industry where I'd say they're actually a great fit for KMJ?
Yeah, right now our niche industries are nonprofit organizations. We do law firms and attorneys, and also civic and municipal organizations.
Very cool. And is that sort of typically then sort of, project manager or marketing manager that is reaching out that needs your support? And Vannesa, feel free to always chime in where you think is key. And what typically be the actual humans that say, we need KMJ on our side?
We deal with all kinds of industries. So we deal with all kinds of people, from small business owners to business owners of large companies. So really, we just help everyone.
Yeah, I think to be more specific about your question, a lot of them are decision makers who contact us. So it would be the owners of the companies or someone who previously worked with us in the past and they switched companies and the new company needs a website or something like that. So it's usually the high level decision makers that contact us.
That makes sense. And what would you say, how do these guys learn about you? What sort of are channels that you guys are excited about as marketers?
People contact us and find us from the news. We do a lot of PR work, Google ads. We just recently got into Google ads. A lot of our client base is referred to us from current clients or people who did business with us in the past and decided they wanted to look elsewhere, and then they come back. We have a lot of people who haven't really received good service at other places, and then they come back to us. So yeah, we get out a lot, referral based as well.
And saying that, I mean, obviously you guys build a lot of websites, but how do you then think about the website for KMJ? What role does the website play, you'd say, in their buyer's journey of getting to know you guys and getting started?
Our website is educational. With our rebranding, we did a lot of focusing on the content and making it really intentional so that people know what our design process is. They know it's what's to come next. So they can kind of get a little insight about what we do and how our process is. But we also we utilize landing pages as well when we want to do hard sales or, gain a specific audience. But our website is used for a lot of information and for those business owners and decision makers to be able to look at our site and get insight into our process.
Very cool. Now that you did the redesign, it's actually super interesting because we got a lot of people either listening in that are in the process of redesigning the website, or actually we got marketers on the show that just went through a process. What's the next thing that you're excited about for the website? What's the next thing to come?
I would personally like to update it to make it give more of an insight to who we are as a company rather than just what we can do for you. Because we do have kind of a unique, I like to think, like environment and team. So I'd really like to show that and how we are making an impact in the community. Like we have a very important nonprofit client that we've been doing pro bono works with. So I'd really like to highlight that more, that partnership more, and our involvement in the community recently.
Yeah. Yeah, we have, currently we do have a community like connections page where we have gotten out into the community. So I feel like we are in that phase of just expanding more into letting our community know who we are, because we have been here in Las Vegas for 20 years. And we have a lot of clients like the Las Vegas Rescue Mission and like Opportunity 180, who are really high profile clients. So I agree with Vannesa, just pushing out that community partners page and community connections page a bit more so people can know who we are internally.
Yeah, it's quite interesting, actually. We had a lot of, agency owners on the show, and that's actually the point that Vannesa made is the one that they highlight the most, which is, obviously a lot of agencies offering services where actually differentiator would be the team behind the services very, very often, and having understanding that properly on the website. It's something that they highlighted again and again, so it makes a lot of sense. I would like to switch gears a little bit and ask you a little bit about sort of, your journey as marketers. Like, how do you keep on educating yourself? Like, what are the go-to places, the platforms, the peer groups, the blogs that you guys would follow that, you feel deliver you guys great marketing information?
Well, I have been doing this for about 9 years now. So I have a lot of resources I have come upon. I really love Marketing Brew. We get information from the American Marketing Association, AMA, as well. Neil Patton, he's great when it comes to SEO. Neil Patton for SEO. Man.
I mean, there were already 3 good examples there.
Yeah. Martech, I love Martech, definitely.
Yeah,
very cool.
We really heavily rely on something that we would like to personally start like doing a lot more as a marketing strategy. There's a lot of email marketing and like digital download guides and things like that. So we get a lot of our resources from email marketing and other marketing companies using that marketing strategy and tactic.
Yeah, makes sense. I have some rapid fire questions to wrap it up for you guys. So it's basically short and crisp questions I throw at you. You can decide who takes which. You can go one by one, or I will let you guys figure that out. So basically, maybe tell me about the last book that you guys read.
And go, you want me to take this one? Okay, so the last book, I'm actually currently still reading this. It is a web novel. I accidentally got hooked on it scrolling through Facebook, reading the little excerpts, and it is called Trial Husband. And it's basically about a supermodel. She comes from this wealthy perfume family. She's been kicked out and she's paved her own way and met this millionaire guy who runs his own production company, and he was supposed to be getting married on like an arranged wedding, but the lady never showed up, so she married him instead, and now she has like this wonderful life.
Sounds pretty interesting. Very good. What's the one single thing that your company is focused on the most at the moment?
I would say personally, content marketing. I feel like content is really, really important. Just being intentional with the things that are being said, and words mean different things to different people. So how do you get your message across to the variety of different personalities who can be reading these things? So I think content marketing has been the focus. Very cool.
And for the very last question, and the question would maybe be going to both of you, so each of them can get their individual answer. If today would be your first day joining KMJ, what's the one advice you would give yourself for that journey?
I would say it would be to trust myself because I have only been in this industry for a little over a year now.
Mhm.
And even though I have the education to back it, it's a completely different ballgame when you start. So I was learning as I was going, and I tend to dip my toe a bit more than just trusting my instincts and going for it. So I think I would tell myself that I know more than I think and to just go for it and trust myself.
Very good.
I would say to grant myself some grace because I am a perfectionist in so many ways, and I want to understand things and get things right the first time right out the door. And marketing is not an overnight trade or skill. It's something that you continuously develop. Things are always changing. Google just put out a new algorithm core update. So
Yep.
it's always changing. So I feel like I would tell myself to grant myself some grace.
Very cool. Fran, Vanessa, really appreciate you both took the time with us today to be guest on Pathmark Presents. I want to give you guys the very last word. If somebody would be forgetting all that we discussed about KMJ, what's the one thing that people should remember?
Get connected. Get connected. I think that's one thing they should remember with us. We help connect you to your target audience wherever they are in the world. So get connected with us so we can connect you with the industry that you need.
Very good. Thanks a lot for being a guest on Pathmark Presents.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
having us.